So you have differences in what they bring to the table and versus women. We always talk about men in prayer system, so we talk a little bit about women. You can read a little bit about the specific female focus impacts. They bring something different to the table when judges are trying to figure out how to sanction. They have differential experiences. What's the big difference? What's one of the big differences we didn't mention yet? In prison or probationary considerations. The health. Right? The health experiences of them. They require different health services, yes? Men and women. The correctional system has to account for that. The prison system is going to have to account for that. Okay, what are the next? Okay, so bring something different to the table. The experiences during correctional punishment are different, and then the experiences after. So you kind of have three parts to consider. The post experiences. So what happens if you go to prison for 2 years, you were separated from your child during that time, you get custody back. Does the state give custody back to that former incarcerated felon? I don't know. It depends on a number of considerations, probably. It might depend on who that child was staying with. Were they staying with another family member? Did they have to go into the foster system? Did they maintain regular contact with the mother? Was it a violent crime, a non-violent crime, a drug crime? What's the mental health diagnosis of that individual? And it's a lot of it's complicated. The child's situation is very complicated. It's more likely to be linked to. Okay, one thing we didn't talk about is misconduct in prison. Peter mentioned some stuff about misconduct in prison. How do females navigate the prison experience compared to men stereotypically? Sorry? Typically less violent. You know, so they're typically less violent, yes. Yeah, you read about some of these, the more communal family bonding that happens in female facilities. That people seem to buy into that. People in prison research female facilities seem to find evidence of that. It gets played up in movies and TV shows, but we seem to find that there's more social connectedness, especially in facilities that allow females to kind of commune together. In Florida, we find that females record higher rates of infractions than males. Higher rates of infractions. Why is that? Well, I think the first question is, well, you should ask, what kinds of infractions? And typically it's the more low-level, disorderly infractions, not the violent ones. Like, you certainly see violence happening. But women are more likely to be written up for infractions. Those infractions are, however, more likely to be disorderly conduct, threats, something more non-violent. So wow. I'm not really sure, actually. I'm not really sure. We talked about the prison wardens and prison officers, and they highlight that women, this is what one officer said, women are more likely to speak their mind. So this is coming from a male prison officer who said that he thinks that women, and this is no different whether you're an inmate or not, are more likely to speak their mind. You can decide if you think that's true or appropriate. His view was that disorderly conduct typically means not falling in line. You're complaining. You're talking back. You're being, despondent, or the opposite, being argumentative. Think about yourself. So what does that mean, the big picture? If you're a corrections secretary, you're a governor, you're a prison warden. What does that mean if you're trying to maintain order and safety in your prison facility, and you have female facilities to manage versus and a male facility? Are the strategies potentially different? Do you have to mediate problems with female inmates in a different way than you might mediate problems with male inmates? Potentially, yes. Your problems are potentially very different. Violence versus non. Disorderly versus other things like contraband and drugs. Alright, so just to get you thinking, it complicates things, but perhaps because for a good reason. Generally And so what Clear highlights in your chapter is our correction system kind of dabbles in gender-specific approaches, like gender-specific prisons or not, but doesn't really go all in. And he wonders whether we should. So the last discussion is about sentencing. Should there be gender differences in sentencing? There already is. We already see disparities that happen, but they're not supposed to here. It's discretionary disparities, and we're not sure why they exist. We see that females receive less harsh sanctions than men, but it's not written into the guidelines that they should. The state hasn't passed any bills that say women should be less likely to get prison for the same offenses than men who commit the same offenses. But knowing what you know, that the experience of prison is potentially harsher for women, they're more likely to experience higher levels of anxiety because of social disconnectedness, isolation from family members, and potentially children. That victimization in prison is potentially, they're at higher risk for that. Should all of this be considered when trying to sentence females versus males? If the strain for any particular group of prison is higher, should they receive a shorter sentence? Because they're going to experience, say, maybe 6 months of prison for a female for making up some kind of concrete hypothetical. Maybe 6 months of prison for a female is equivalent to 12 months for a male. Is it possible we could come up with some kind of calculation like that? Would it be valid? Yeah.
If you have aggravating circumstances for children and things of that nature, where the gender bias, or age bias, I think with gender bias it's kind of the same thing.
Age bias on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, purposefully. So potentially reason to have a purposeful gender bias. And you can see arguments for and against, right? You can see how that could piss someone off if you have a female sex offender who molested a child versus a male sex offender who molested a child. Let's say the offenses are exactly the same. But we know in the state of Florida, females are not very likely to get to prison. Yeah, that's that.
I think it should be equal, especially like in consideration of how quickly we all want to also make about it all. A lot of things. It just would make sense, like, you can't pick and choose what to do.
I mean, you could argue that. You could argue that it's an extra legal factor, and it shouldn't be considered in sentencing. I think you have to pick a number. People would wonder, I think, is it different than age, or is it? We're not going to answer it. We're not going to answer it today. But it's precisely the kind of debate Clear is setting up for you. Yeah. But you go first.
I'd say it's probably better than trying to address why the strains are there than saying that, if a woman wrongs you, it's less enforcement than a man wrongs you. In essence.
Right. I think a lot of people being there.
I think if you think about the end state too, if rehabilitation is your focus, that physiological changes or physiological differences in how we're going to react to being incarcerated or rehabilitative programs, if females are more likely or apt to change because of that, then that's in the best interest of the state to apply those programs versus incarceration.
Yeah, I think you'd have people support that perspective as well. If you're thinking end game, which we're going to shift our conversation to in a minute. If you're thinking recidivism, if you're thinking reintegration, you're thinking mental health, rehabilitation, gender's going to be considered in rehabilitative approaches. Yeah.
I have a question. Recently, it's been a lot. You see all these female teachers, they have sex with these 16, 17-year-olds, and they get off easy. But now if you take a grown male, having a relationship with the 16, 17-year-old female, it's a whole completely different game.
Right.
As far as sentencing goes.
Yeah, I to our racial disparities discussion. Media